I'm live. Welcome to PMDB Live 7, my 7th live stream, and my 1012th video altogether. Again, no plan. This might be my last live stream for a while. Probably, maybe my last video for a while. I've no interest in non-live videos anymore. The only type of videos I enjoy doing at the moment is live ones, when people come in, of course. One person here, welcome. Is that you, Diva Dave? Richard, are you here? Welcome. If you're new to me, I am a very small YouTuber from Scotland, nobody's heard of. I am very random. My videos can be very raw, real. And sometimes, I try to come on here and entertain folks and, turn the volume way, way up sometimes. So, how is everybody tonight? I see TPG is also live tonight. If I end the stream early, I'll go and check him out if he's still alive. I'll always enjoy his streams, and Debbie and Tracy, their streams too. I'm not sure if they're going live tonight, but if they are, I'll probably watch. If you do enjoy these live streams from me, let me know. As I said at the start of the video, this may be my 7th and final stream for a while, final video altogether for a while. I'm not interested in doing non-live videos at the moment. And the only type of videos I do still enjoy doing is the live streams. My first 1004 videos were all non-live, so the only type of video I hadn't done on YouTube that I wanted to do was live, and I started going live with my 1005th video. Hello, Kim. You do need time and it me. How are you today, Kim? Thanks for popping in by. It's just me and you here just now. What are you up to, Kim? You melting? Is it warm where you are? I think I'll be going out tomorrow night. I've been invited to a gig at Krakatoa here in Aberdeen. It's still quite sunny by the looks of things. I've got my blinds closed, but it's still quite sunny here. What's that? I'm going to a gig tomorrow. Play end up at Aberdeen's premier #1 gay bar and club. Cheers. My sister's boyfriend has a band playing at this bar tomorrow, Kim, and I think I'll go there first, and I'll go to Aberdeen's premier #1 gay and bar club. Cheers. Cheers. I think when I came home last Friday, as usual, I said to myself, never going out again, but at least I'll have company this time if I do go out, at least to begin with. Family, friends, and my sister. Look after yourself there. Krakatoa is a very friendly place. The only thing I don't like about there is it can get too busy and it can feel claustrophobic. I don't like when people are too close and and they can spill your drink by accident. Sometimes, people spill your drink and they don't even care. You don't even get sorry. It's just like Sod's Law. I was chatting with a taxi driver on the way home last Friday, and we were talking about how the generation just below me just doesn't seem to, a lot of them don't seem to have any manners. They don't, if they spill your drink, barge into you, there's never a sorry or anything. They just don't care. It's like a sort of careless generation not everyone of that generation, but um, I just feel like my generation and the generation above me had much more manners, much more. They were much more self-aware and not so obsessed. Yeah, but you're a nice person, Kim. I'm not. Like I say, I'm not saying everybody is like that, but it definitely seems to be the case with the generation below me and the generation below that. Um, there's definitely a lack of manners when out, or just in general. I've noticed a big difference in the way people behave. That when I first started going out, sure, we were all angels, but I think there was definitely more manners when I first started going out. I'm part of the millennial generation, apparently. I think if you're born, is it 1980 to 1994, you're part of the millennial generation. I don't feel millennial at all. I feel like I'm part of the generation before that. And I think Generation Z is the one after the millennial generation. Millennials get blamed for everything, so I'm part of the generation that gets blamed for everything. But I don't really pay much attention to what part of generation I am from. Oh no, not so good. Just you and I at the moment, Kim. Just you and I. No Diva Dave today yet. Maybe he's busy editing a video. Maybe he's had enough of PMDB. Who could blame him? I don't think I've been live at this specific time before. Um, no plan as usual. I just like bantering off of, if you have a plan. I was going to discuss the James Bond films the other night, but then people started coming in. So I feel like if you have a plan, sometimes it's a waste of time because, I think people enjoy it most when you're interacting with them. And that's what I enjoy most. And I'm interacting with the chat. And that's why I like live streams because it's like I'm out in a pub somewhere and, I'm interacting with people face to face. So that's what it feels like. Were you live earlier on? It can be difficult. I think it's more for the sort of bigger YouTubers. These live streams can be difficult, if you haven't got many subscribers. And a lot of my new ones are from Canada and America. So, there's the time difference. Or maybe people's just had enough. This is my 1012th live stream. No, 1012th non-live video. That's the great thing about being live. I can't edit it, mistakes out. It's just raw. It's live. Well, I apologize if it keeps crashing. The other thing about being live, Kim, is I'm not in control of how the video quality is, and so yeah, it would be annoying, Phil. But don't worry, Kim, you're not missing much. So, what should we talk about since it's just you and I, Kim, here? Or is it just me, myself, and I? Royal wedding this weekend. A reason for me to go out and drink. Celtic v football. Celtic v Motherwell this weekend. Another reason for me to go out and drink. Seriously, TV and stuff in general just drives me to go out and drink sometimes. Celtic going for their second consecutive treble was bloody easy when there's no competition. You can win all the records in the world when there's no competition. I was actually dreaming about being at Ibrox yesterday watching Celtic. It was 1-1 and the dream ended. Don't worry, honestly, Kim, you are not missing. I started talking about football there. I'll be sporting England this summer. It used to be anybody but England. I used to be on that bandwagon of thought. But starting in 2012, I started saying, thinking to myself, what do Spain international football team mean to me? What does Italy mean to me? If Scotland don't make it, I'm going to support England. I'm looking forward to supporting England. Hope they win generally hope they win the World Cup. I heard what? What did you hear? Come on, England. Come on. Can't wait for it's so boring, is it? When the football season ends, well, for me anyways, like it becomes so boring. What do I watch? The only thing I watch now is Emmerdale, which I don't go out of my way to watch either. I just watch that. That's a bond between my mum and I, Emmerdale. It's okay. But when the football season ends, like I watch less and less TV. Shows like Britain's Got Talent drive me out. Enough Phantom Deck, seen enough of both. Seen enough of Simon Cowell. Seen enough of the royal family. I feel like I'm too old to like superheroes, but I grew up with Batman, and I would go and see the Batman films still, rather. I've got most of them on my shelf up here. We were speaking about Batman the other night. I don't think the DC Extended Universe Batman films have been great. Far from. Far too much CGI in them. Seems to be all about making money. Just throw superheroes together and make a film. Doesn't seem to be any heart in these films. You still having problems, Kim? But like I say, I don't really watch a lot of films. The DVDs I have are DVDs, most of them I bought years ago or got as Christmas gifts I've never watched. I started going through the James Bond films again. Next film's Octopussy. I feel like Octopussy's an overlooked classic. Sir Roger Moore, his sixth James Bond. From 1983, Octopussy went up against Never Say Never Again, which I watched the other night. I gave it a 4 out of 10. It's a sort of strange. Hello, TPG. I saw you were live earlier as well. Are you? How's things? I did swing in by and give you your live stream a like before I came live myself. Basically, what happens is after my laptop crashes, that's when I go live, and I go live straight after it. So I can't really plan out my live videos until I get new equipment. I've just got to go live when I can. So if that weren't the case, I would have popped in by longer. And I see it was a rainy day with you, was it? Good to hear you're great. Thanks for popping in by. This is my 7th live stream. Probably my last video for a while, as I'm just bored of non-live videos. And I think I'm going to take a break after this specific live stream. This is my 1012th video altogether. Counting down to the 1000th video seems ages ago now. Well, yeah, the internet can be a nuisance sometimes, Kim. It always seems to not work when it's like a rainy day or there's nothing else on. It always seems to happen when you're wanting it most. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on here. I had a cup of tea earlier on, but I'm already thirsty. Depending on how long this might be a short live stream. I might maybe go half an hour, depending on who comes in. No plans. I just like bantering with you guys that come in. Yes, I probably drink too much caffeine. But I guess everyone's got their addictions. If you're still here, TPG, what are you up to? Are you going to go live again later on? Are you up to much this weekend? Anything coming up? Be great to see the likes of you and Shannon in person sometime. I think it'd be great banter. Have you got much planned for the weekend, TPG? Were you out? I was going to say, were you out in your pool today? But I saw in your live stream it was raining, so that's a silly question. Looked, your pool always looks common. I remember watching one of your live streams said it was quite cold in your pool the other day. Anything you want to talk about, Kim? You're not really a football fan, are you, Kim? Oh, where's this musical Sister Act being held? Sounds like it'll be fun. Are you going with a group of people? Well, I think didn't you give a tour of the theatre in one of your live videos? Is that the same theatre you're going? Well, at least you support the right team, Kim. Rangers. I hope you enjoy the theatre tomorrow, Sister Act. I think it'll be fun. Have they done Sister Act there before? But hello, Steve. How's it going? Before. Oh, they haven't done it before. Oh well, be new and should be good then. How are you today, Steve? Ugh. That C word, Kim, is a swear word on these live streams. You'll get banned if you mention that word. Oh, are you waiting for the wife? It's a filthy word. Ugh. The only team at Mars. I can't wait to go to America with my favorite red hat and I'll be wearing my Rangers top over there, be telling everybody about Scotland's most successful club ever, the Super Rangers. Can't wait for Steven Gerrard's Rangers. I've got good vibes about Steven Gerrard taking over Rangers. I was at Ibrox recently. I hope to be there again soon, starting the next season. I was dreaming about being there last night. I don't think Celtic, that swear word I just said, will have things all their own way next season. It's bloody easy to win all these trophies when you've got no competition. Let's see how good you are when you have got competition. I would congratulate. Well, I maybe wouldn't go that far, but I would say, fair enough if they won all these trophies if they had competition, but they haven't had competition for a long time. But hopefully all that will change next season. TPG, Steve. TPG, do you like any sports? I'm not really familiar with the American sports. How is the cat? What has the cat got a name? I can understand that TPG. If I didn't support Rangers, I probably wouldn't watch so much football. I think the English football and Scottish football is quite dreadful. And English football, I don't think is as good as it was either. It can be quite boring to watch. So if I didn't support Rangers, I wouldn't watch so much football. Yoshi, I did forget. How is Yoshi doing? 2 thumbs up. Thanks very much, guys and girls. However, in saying all that, I do wish I played more sports just to keep fit. I'm going to start trying to be fit again soon. I always say that, and it never happens, but I'm going to start taking my health more serious now that I'm in the big 3-0. I can just be like, exercise to me is like a foreign language. I haven't exercised near enough in my life. But I regret that. I wished I was at a swimming club when I was younger from 2 to 12. I wished I'd kept that up. That would have been great. I love swimming. And I think, I did have a lot of confidence issues as a teen. Put me off doing sports. So I kind of blame that for maybe a more confident young person. I amn't old, but I'm not 21 anymore. I don't react to hangovers the same as I did. And I get annoyed when I get people my age going, oh, I'm so old now, I'm 30, I've got one foot in the grave. Like, get a bloody grip. Yes, we're 30 now, but come on. It's like, how are these people going to act when they're like, pensioners? They're already acting like that now. It annoys me a bit. It's like, yes, we are older now, but come on. Plus, as long as you got your health, as long as you're happy, that's really all that matters. If you're healthy and happy, age doesn't matter. But I do need to exercise more, look after myself. My mental health, as I've talked about in previous videos, that can take over so much, and you sort of let go of your physical appearance. I'm very guilty of that. No, I'm not being. I don't think I'm being dramatic. I'm just talking like how other people my age talk. They'll go, "Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Getting too old for having fun. Oh, can't watch or do this anymore." Like, shut up. God. I'm all for being mature with important things in life, but come on, we're only here once that we know of. Hey, take care, TPG. If you're going live later on or in any of the other live streams, I'll speak to you then. Thanks for popping in by. Take care. And enjoy Sister Act tomorrow. Up to much, Steve? You said you were waiting for the wife to come home. Is that right? There's no wrestling on tonight, Steve. This turned into a bit of a wrestling live stream the other night, which is good for me because at least it's a subject I can talk about for forever. Oh, hope you're good, Steve. It did, Kim. There was a guy came in, a new guy I haven't seen before. He mentioned it, I think, and then we started talking about wrestling. Or maybe I mentioned it. I don't know how we got onto the subject actually, but it did feel like a bit of a wrestling and other stuff. But in general, we could talk about it. Maybe when it gets closer to the new Halloween film, depending on how many subs I've got then and then what they like, maybe could do like a Halloween film franchise live stream thing would be fun. Hearing people's opinions on the Halloween franchise and what their favorite films are from that specific franchise and what they thought of the new film. If I do a review of that film, I'm thinking it maybe it should be live, you know. I think it'd be fun for us to talk about it. I enjoyed the Halloween franchise. I also love live streams because it's instant interaction with everybody. And depending how many more subs I got, if they were here for some of my wrestling views, I think it'd be a fun to have a wrestling live stream. We could have a debate if it's good, what needs to change. I think there needs to be a second coming of Stone Cold Steve Austin for me to watch week in, week out again. I think the product really needs a serious boot up the behind. Try not to swear in here. I think it's torturous. It's like more of a chore watching wrestling these days than it is enjoyment. What's up? What's up, Kim? It's with the unhappy faces. And if England win the World Cup, when England win the World Cup, should I say, we can have a live stream celebrating England's big victory. Well, Steve, I don't think that would be a bad idea. I don't think a lot of them's worthy. The wrestlers and the behind the scenes team, I don't think they're, up to much. I think wrestling got into trouble when Stephanie McMahon became head writer. Let's face it, she's only in that position because of who her dad is. She's got no business being a head writer. She's clearly not good at it. She's had 15 years to come up with good storylines. She hasn't came up with one. And she's been firing folk like Paul Heyman one time. Vince Russo was going to come back, but then basically because of her, he never came back. Enough's enough. And like I think it was you that mentioned the other day how their promos for Instant were much better when they were less scripted. Well, Steve, I agree. I think Triple H would have been fired long ago too if he never married the. I don't care if I know she's a person, but I'm just saying, Kim, she's a terrible writer, and wrestling's been dreadful. And one of the reasons is Stephanie McMahon, and Triple H is one of the other reasons. I think he would have been fired long ago if he didn't marry the boss's daughter. Bret Hart's been quoted as saying that Triple H is a very mediocre wrestler, and I agree with him. I never thought he was that damn good. He's had some good matches, but he's criminally overrated. I don't want arguments on here, Kim. I was just laughing to what Steve said, but I'm. It's nothing to do with that. I'm just saying. that the reason she is in position that she is because she is the boss's daughter. And Steve, he mentioned that, not me, but I agree with him. I don't think she would have been employed for her writing skills. She's not good at it. I know you're female, and I'm not. It's nothing about if you're male or female. It could be Triple A, Vince McMahon's son. If he was rubbish at the writing team, it's nothing to do with the sex, Kim. I don't know why we're arguing. I'm nice to everybody too, but if they're rubbish at something, Kim, I'm going to say I'm fed up with this, where we're not allowed to say if someone's rubbish at something. It's not being sexist, but I don't know why you're turning it into that, Kim. I can understand that, but we're not being sexist. We're just telling it like it is. You must know me better than that. I treat everybody the same, but if someone's doing a rubbish job, I'll say. Well, I'm going to move on from that. I don't want this to turn into a place where we're just going to bicker back and forth. But I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it's nothing about stereotypes or being a talented writer. And I think a lot of people agree with me. What's been said that's too far? I said that she's rubbish at her job. But we'll move on because I'm not, I don't want this to turn into a debate and people getting upset and stuff. To me, I don't think Steve said anything wrong, but I can understand if people think he did go too far. I can't control what people say in here either. I'm not going to give people in trouble for it. It's just Steve or anybody else can say what they want. I can't control that. That's okay. I haven't really missed much, Dave. But we'll move on from it. We'll talk about something else. I don't want to create an atmosphere in here, but I'm not going to lie about things either. If I think someone's not very good at doing something, regardless of whom they are, what background, whatever, I'm not going to. There's no BS on here. I'm not going to say they're good at something because, just because that's the politically correct, polite thing to do. No, I'm fed up with all that. I think a lot of people are too. Kim, I'll speak to you later. I don't know you well too much yet. We've just started speaking the last couple of weeks, but I do know you quite a bit. But I understand where you're coming from, but I'm just saying. Dave, don't worry. Maybe see you again if you're back. I'm going to get myself a drink. It is quite warm here too in Aberdeen. I'll be right back. God, sorry guys. Most unprofessional me going away. I know that, I'm with you, Ken. There is stereotypes out there, but sometimes, like people get scared of saying anything on here because it's so politically correct, this climate, and people are scared to say their true opinions. And then when that doesn't happen, that's when. Yeah, but Steve, I thought it was funny personally. I didn't think it was, but that's why I don't set moderators on here yet, because I feel like that could turn into a disaster. I don't, I'm not always going to agree with what people say in my comments. I'm sure from time to time I'll get slagged off or people will disagree with me about things, but I'm all for freedom of speech, regardless of what I may feel about someone's opinion. But I don't, on the same token, I don't want this to turn into an unpleasant experience for anyone. So, yes, moving on. What was personal about talking about Stephanie McMahon? What was, I don't understand why that was personal. She's a public figure. But I get what you're saying about stereotypes as well, Kim. Anyways, moving on, please. Okay, Kim. I think Kim, she definitely did get a job because of she is the boss's daughter. She didn't get a job because of her writing skills. I think that's clear, and that's not being anything. That's just the truth. I think, and it wasn't me. It mentioned, anything else. I was talking about just her being the daughter of Vince McMahon. I wasn't talking about her being with Triple H. What I did mention is that the reason Triple H has been around so long is because of whom he is married to, not the other way around, not because of who Stephanie is married to. So, you're talking about Steve's comment earlier on. I was just talking about what I said was talking about the father daughter and the reason she's employed, she got a job there is, and then and I never said that she got a job there because of Triple H. I said that Triple H has been around there for so long because of what family he's married into. I don't want you to go. Just understand if you need to go. Talk to you later. But Kim, just stay. I don't want you to go. I mean, just. I don't know if Steve's still here. I'm not saying Steve's wrong or you're wrong. I'm just saying I can't control what people say in the live chat. That's one of the problems, I guess, with live, with being live. Steve's fine, he says. So just stay, Kim. We're good. We're just, that's not the type of live streams I want. I don't want this to where someone's going to get upset. Kim, we're good. Just stick around if I understand if you don't want to stick around, but you're more than welcome here. But all I was saying is I'm not going to hide my opinions on things. Okay. And I'd hate for anybody else to hide their true opinions on things. I hate when people lie to you these days to be polite, and I'd rather them just be honest. I don't feel bad. I'm just saying that, yeah, of course, I don't want anybody to get upset with these live streams with what I've said or what someone else has said. Of course not. But I'm not going to hide my true opinions on something either. I've never drunk. I think isn't Mountain Dew a more of American drink? I've heard about it, but I've never drank it before. But you're saying it was meant for a mixture for moonshine? Really? That's random. I didn't know that. Like we said in previous streams before, every day is a school day. What's up, Steve? What are they trying to start? If you don't mind me asking. But before we move on, okay, Kim, I totally understand about stereotypes too, but I wasn't being that. I was just making myself clear that I wasn't being like that with Stephanie. Um, what's the difference between Hangouts and YouTube Live? Anyway, is there much difference? Um, I think I see. They've turned it into a dating app of this, Steve. We'll look back at this and laugh, Kim. That's what we'll do. I'm laughing at it now. Anything can happen. That's what I like about being live. Anything can happen. I'm trying to turn a negative into a positive now. I think you're laughing too, Kim. And I think we're gonna. That's what I like about being live. I'm all for debate. Obviously, I'm not for people getting upset, or you know, and that's when I do my best to um, end what was upsetting folk and move on. But I think trying to turn it into a positive, I think we will look back at this and laugh now. That is really random, Steve. You're not selling Google Hangouts to me, but I think I do. I will need to eventually download the Google Hangout app. I think I need to do before I start joining in other people's live streams, and for others someday to join me up here. Be great. Anything else? What else do the trolls do on Hangouts? Yeah, I quite fancy that. I think it'd be fun having people up here. I think it makes it more exciting. Diva Dave came and went. Maybe he'll be back before the stream ends. I've got my drink now, so I'm happy to sit and chat with you both. Is there? Can you not block these people, for Steve and Kim? I'm not very good with technology, as you know, Kim. Or you can delete the trolls. Okay, that's not so bad then. I think I'm using the very basic option to do these live streams on YouTube. It's a new feature. The other options of how to go live, just too many buttons. Get flustered with that. Got to put in a code here. Got to do this. Nah. Prefer this option. Oh. But Kim, I would never want you or anybody else to have a bad time in here. I'd hate that. You know I'd hate that. The phone's... I don't have a phone. I don't know if I get the bubble option or not. It can be difficult, Steve. I mean, if you guys never came in, I would have to think of something on the spot to talk about. And if that were the case right now, I'd be struggling. But when I'm in the live stream, other people's live streams, what I enjoy them talking about is when they're interacting with people in the chat. So that's what I try and do. I try and do the same because that's what I enjoy about live streams is interacting with people in the chat. Yeah, I'm already laughing about it now. But like I say, maybe I should warn folk before they come in here. I'm always going to be frank, bluntly honest with my opinions, and people can agree to disagree with me. I think it would be wrong if I changed that. Even I get bored talking about wrestling sometimes, especially today's product. Don't know what was Kim, sorry. I would even say you were. It just was what it was. Life can be because I'm so nervous. I'll say something live. You can't really filter it out or swear live. So it can be quite difficult live. We have moved on. I'm actually got to the stage where I'm laughing about it now. I think Kim's the same. But I mean, we were mentioning, not that I was anything close to being dramatic or drama, But I think people were mentioning in other live streams about drama channels and drama live streams. This will never be a drama live stream, ever. You can be assured that if we get anything close to going in that direction, that's when the stream ends. Promise you. I hate drama. I've got enough problems without drama. And I think a lot of people on here are very bored of drama. So rest assured, when you come here, this will never turn into a drama channel. I'm the same with you, Steve. Sometimes, people. It was only recently, I think it was Kim. You used the letters. Was it? What was the letters again you used? And it was just recently I discovered what those letters actually meant in real life or something like that. People used to say the initials of that all the time. It was like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I know. I'm not sure what SMH. I wish people would just use words. I get so confused with all the text conversations too, Steve. I've got to admit, Kim, I'm sorry, I do get confused. It's not just you. Of course, a lot of people use all the text as well. And I do it myself. See, I thought IKR was I know right. Now you're saying it's I know really. I suppose it's kind of the same. Shaking my head. See, every day is a school day. School day, Steve. We've both found out what SMH stands for. Shaking my head. But if I'm being brutally honest, I wish people would just use words instead of, because they can. Again, it's so confusing. Yeah, it's the same difference. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. Because I wish we spoke to each other like we spoke in real life. We don't use these initials in real life. Could you imagine if we did? Oh, God. That'd be so confusing. But I am guilty of myself sometimes too. Don't give a flying F. I think that stands for, right, Steve? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it stands for. That's my opinion on the royal wedding this Saturday. GADGAFF. Don't give a flying. That's my opinion on the royal wedding this Saturday. Oh, I'm sick to death about hearing it. Two strangers getting married. What were you saying about weddings, Kim? Sorry. Sounds like weddings aren't. What do you mean? I think I kind of know what you mean by that, but just to check with you. I see. See, if I wasn't so scared of the censorship of YouTube, I'd be swearing like a trooper right now. But just in case, And because this is live and because I'm not in control of this video, they process this video. I'm doing my best not to swear. Weddings are a big deal, Kim, but and I realized that when I was a best man at someone's wedding last year. But I mean, to me, they are two strangers. I don't know them. I don't wish to hear about them every single second of my life. That's why I never watch a lot of, I don't trust the mainstream news. And another reason I don't watch them is because you hear about the Royals every single news update, talking about the Royals. And it's too much. Even if I liked them, it'd be too much. And I hate to be, they've got the title royal, but they came into this world the same as us. And they'll go out this world the same as us. But there's a lot of people who love them and will be there with their. I don't get it. I think I don't get it. I don't get it. Even if Stone Cold Steve Austin was across the street right now, I can't even see myself running over to go and say hello. I just can't imagine myself doing that. Yeah, I was mentioning the Bond films earlier on. Any Pacific Bond films you like best? Who is your favorite James Bond? You had to, didn't you? No, sure he heard you. Ha. I don't know if he did. There was a lot of fans at WrestleMania that time when I was shouting for him. Connery, he's my second favorite. I was watching him the other night, but not in his Never Say Never Again. It's not his best James Bond film. After rewatching a lot of the James Bond films, From Russia with Love, starring Sean Connery, is my favorite at the moment. I think that's an outstanding film, and James Bond at his best. That's my favorite, Kim. Roger Moore. He's totally different from Sean Connery, but I like him and Sean Connery the best. I guess it depends what mood I'm in. If I'm in the mood for something more serious, I'd probably go for Sean Connery. If I'm in the mood for something more fun, if you will, it just really depends what mood I'm in. But I think they've done the most James Bond films, 7. They've done 14 James Bond films between them. That's a lot. Daniel Craig, you mean, Kim? Harry Potter's never been James Bond. I've still not watched one Harry Potter film. Not one. Am I missing out, Kim? That's okay, Kim. I'm just laughing with you. I'm not sure what to think of the Daniel Craig era. I was quite happy with Pierce Brosnan as Bond, but they went a different direction with Casino Royale. Harry Potter's awesome. I'll take your word for it, Steve. I've just never been in a rush to go watch it. I think what happened, Steve and Kim, was when Harry Potter came on, I was at that awkward age when I'm thinking, I'm not watching this silly shit. Oops, I swore. Like, I was like, 12, 13 when Harry Potter came on the go. I was at that awkward age. It's like, I'm not watching Harry Potter crap. You kidding? That was my mindset at that age, and I've just never bothered with them since. Well, maybe I'm missing out, though. I've never watched Lord of the Rings either. Maybe I was silly, Kim. Joke or not joke. So I think it's the CGI puts me off as well. I just, if films overuse CGI, it puts me right off. I think that's why I don't like the nowadays extended serious. What am I talking about? DC extended universe. That's why I don't like a lot of those films because there's far too much CGI rubbish. Fed up with it. You know what I liked about the Bond film, Steve? Well, at least the earlier ones, is they did the stunts for real. There's that awesome stunt in The Man with the Golden Gun, which is not a particularly good film, but the car goes over the river and it does like a 360. It's fantastic stunt. That's what I liked about James Bond films. The stunts were done for real. Good, Kim. Wow. I can understand that, Steve. We watch films. I guess a reason why we watch films is so we can escape, great escapism. So I'm assuming you're talking about the James Bond films. Do you prefer the older ones compared to the newer ones? I think they've tried to go too much like Jason Bourne in the Daniel Craig era. They've sort of missed the point of why we like James Bond in the first place, I think. So you would have liked the Q, the Gadget Man, Desmond, from the previous Bond entries. He was in a lot of James Bond films. The old Q actor. He was in a Bond films with Connery, Lazenby, Moore, Dalton, and Brosnan. And he passed away in 1999. His last film was The World Is Not Enough, which was my first James Bond experience in the cinema. I did think that was a great film. I remember getting into the James Bond films that year, going to see The World Is Not Enough and thinking, this is not a great film. Yeah, I'm the same, Kim. I think a lot of the old films seem to have more heart than a lot. I think a lot of the new films, especially franchise films, a lot of them are made and you know thrown out purely for money, and it's all it matters at the end of the day. I remember going to see The World Is Not Enough, first Bond experience in cinema. I was thinking, I remember coming out, I was like, that wasn't good compared to the 18 films I'd seen before getting into James Bond. It's like this is not good. Any particular animated films? And I think animated films, the Jungle Book springs to mind. The original Jungle Book, I love that film. That's a great film, I think, in my opinion. I like the Toy Stories when I was growing up too. I don't mind if they do milk a series as long as they keep producing good entries. I don't mind how long a particular series goes on for, but in saying that, also I do like breaks. I think if they're um, having these films out year after year, I guess a bit too much. Have a break. Make it every 2 years at least. If you've got a long series. I have. I'm so out of touch with the Marvel films. I've lost count how many Marvel entries there have been. I mean, and I've only seen bits here. I've never The last Marvel film I watched was X-Men 3. That's a long time ago. That's how far behind I am when it comes to Marvel. Disney or Pixar ones. I like the look of Finding Nemo, but never got round to watching it. That looked like an ace film. I think there's not a sequel now. I'm way behind. They really do, I believe, Steve. And some of these superhero characters are really not that interesting. Should just leave them to comics. I don't think they all need a film or all need to be involved. What's awesome? Do what? Five likes, 5 thumbs up. Thank you very much. I can imagine it. Yeah, what I've seen from Nemo looks great. I enjoyed Toy Story 1 and 2. I went to see Toy Story 3. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a step down from 1 and 2. I believe there's a fourth on its way. I probably will watch them sometime. Or maybe one day. That'll be fun. I actually have the Jungle Book as well. I got that film. Such a happy film. So ahead of its time too, I thought. I think it was released in 1967, The Jungle Book. Yeah. I've not seen Cars, Steve, and I agree with you. I think 1 and 2 Toy Story films were a step ahead. I think 3 had its moments and was okay overall. Where are you going, Steve? Is Cars good? I'm not sure if Steve's joking or not. Oh, someone's on Facebook's asking me advice about videos, but I'm live. I can't. Well, I probably could message him now, but I'm not good at multitasking. If you have gone, Steve, take care, man. Thanks for popping in. Just the two of us. We can make it in the end. Kim. I'm glad you stuck around, Kim. No, I'm not. No one wants to see me messaging folk on Facebook. That's boring. I'll message him later on. I hate. You know what I detest when folk or other YouTubers are reacting to something or on a live stream and are on their phone during it. The only thing I'm guilty of is going to get a drink. But when I'm watching, I don't like people on their phone or on something else. I think they should be, when they are here, hello, Conklin. Hope I pronounced your name right. I always get nervous before I say it. Thank you for joining us. We had Steve here earlier on. Diva Dave came in and out. We were just started rambling on about Disney films and what people think of films today. Me and Kim seem to enjoy the old films better. How are you today, Mr. Arts? How's your news videos coming along? I see they're pretty popular. I've watched a few. I've watched most actually, I think. I think you uploaded another one today, but I haven't seen it yet. I've not seen Juice My Randomness today. I believe so. correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he's putting up that video of a group of YouTubers dancing tonight. I haven't seen Juice. I haven't watched much live streams today. I like the 70s films. I like, we were talking about Bond films earlier, and I like the Connery era, which is from the 60s, and the Roger Moore era, which started in the 70s. My favorite film, or one of my favorite films, is from the 70s. I'm looking for it now. It's over there. Can't be bothered to reach. Jaws, 1975. That's my favorite, or one of my favorite films. So I seem to enjoy the older films too. As for 50s, I haven't saw a lot of 50s films, so I can't really comment on them. But I seem to prefer, yes, any favorite movies from that time period. Wow. Do you like the horror films as well? Conklin. I'm so terrified of pronouncing your name wrong. I can't really comment on 50s films. Kim. There's actually one unofficial Bond film I've not seen. It was made in the 50s, I believe, just when Ian Fleming started writing them. It's in black and white. It was not really a film. It was just like on American TV sometime, but I've never actually seen it. Casino Royale. No, I'm agree with you there. With the Saw movies, I've not watched. Just like the Harry Potter, Kim, I've not watched one Saw film. It didn't appeal to me at all. The blood and gore. So I'm with you on that one. See, to me, it's gross. It's just gross. It doesn't really scare me. It's what you don't see that scares me. That's why I like the original Halloween so much, because there's no blood and gore. It's just, you know, it's your imagination with that film running wild. Of where is he? Where is he? What's happening? Who is this Michael Myers? When you're first watching it, of course, there's more gore, if you will, with the sequels. But I don't think I'll ever sit and watch a Saw movie. Just not. Do you like the Saw movies, Kim? Well, obviously, I don't think you do. You know, I own, as I said, all these DVDs and old VHSs and stuff. I've bought years ago, or Christmas gifts I've never actually watched. Yeah, I completely agree. I think the unknown leaves more to the imagination, and yeah, I'm totally with you on that. That's what scares me more is, when your imagination's running wild. I mean, when you speak about gore and stuff like that, I own at the time it was the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre set of films. I've still got them, but I remember, used to buy a lot of these horror DVDs, and I was disturbed by these Texas Chainsaw Massacre films when I watched them when I was young, probably too young at the time looking back. But it was just more gross than scary to me, and I never really enjoyed those films, even though I've got them. I used to have too much money. I think Woolworths at the time were paying me too much money. I used to buy DVD after DVD. But I just found those type of films, when we're talking about gore, they were just more gross than scary, more disturbing than scary. And I don't want. I either want to be scared. I don't want to be disturbed. I mean, have any of you guys ever seen any of the entries to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre film franchise. Haven't seen any of the new ones. I own 1, 2, 3, 4, and the remake. I haven't saw any of the other ones after the remake from 2003. Have you actually seen them, Kim, or just seen bits of them? So the remake's pretty, the tone throughout these films is very in your face. I thought the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is disturbing as hell. Some scenes, I don't even want to talk about some of these scenes in that particular film. I think went way, way too far. I was really uncomfortable watching some of those films. It wasn't like it was scary. It was just too much. I think the original is supposed to be based on a true story. It starts up, saying it's based on true events. I think I haven't watched it for a while, but I think the original is based on a true story. But 25 notifications on Facebook. Aren't I the popular one? 25 old notifications, no doubt. Go away. A Trip to the Moon. I haven't seen that one. I quite like a bit of cheese. So maybe I would like that film. 1902, that's going back. Yeah, I just thought it was, I used to, I remember when one of my old friends were discussing horror, talking about, why do folk watch horror films and stuff. And we ended up talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we're both like, yeah, it's way too far. Some of these scenes and even the original film. I think horrors, like all films, can be escapism, and they can be fun. Like I was watching Halloween 4: The Return of Michael Myers, which I enjoy, but there is a scene where Michael Myers is on the roof trying to kill the two other characters, Rachel and what was her name, young actress named Jamie in the film. My cousins burst out laughing when they saw Michael Myers on the rooftop. It's supposed to be a sinister scene, and just burst out laughing. But I think they can be fun. But then some people take these horror films so seriously. I watched some of the Freddy Krueger is a good laugh. I think some of his films are so bad they're good. Yeah, like The Exorcist springs to mind. We talk about 70s had a lot of films with demons. You know what? I've still not seen The Exorcist. Is that terrible? I've seen The Omen. That was from the 70s. I quite enjoyed that film, The Omen. I own The Omen too. I didn't enjoy that one so much. And what's good? Kim, are you talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street films? No, what's one of the funniest films ever? Freddy versus Jason. Oh my god. I laughed at that so much. That was so funny. Yeah, I've heard so much about the original Exorcist. I've not heard so many good things. I think the third Exorcist film is supposed to be really bad. 6 thumbs up. Thank you guys. There's been a bit of a ramble this this live stream. Juice, your ears must have been buzzing because Kim, who's in here, mentioned, have you heard from Juice? And here is Juice, my random, the 7 likes. Thank you very much, guys. How are you, Juice? Well, I am going to check out the original Exorcist. I think it. I remember my mom used to talk about it, saying she was terrified of it. Like I've mentioned, I enjoyed The Omen too. Juice, we're talking about horror films and films in general. Do you enjoy horror films, and what do you think about people watching horrors in general? Welcome. And is your video of everybody dancing? Is it debuting tonight? Let us know, Juice. We've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. There's a game of The Omen, is there? Oh, I didn't know that, Kim. I enjoyed, some of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. I think it's Freddy's Dead one. I think that's so bad it's good. I mean, like I mentioned, Freddy versus Jason. I was laughing so much during that film. And then there's films like Halloween Resurrection, which is so bad, it's not even good. Like, it's not even good bad. It's like I hate that film. I hate that film with a passion. It's dreadful. How on earth can you make Halloween boring? But they did with Halloween Resurrection. That film makes my blood boil. Hello, I am so tired. Oh, yes. Oh, it's scheduled. The 26th. Ah. Any videos before that, Juice? Are you going live again? I know you're not really supposed to be using social media much, right? With Ramadan, Juice. Thanks for the 8th like, whoever that was. Yeah, I think the Halloween original for me was the best. Although I do enjoy some of the sequels. I did enjoy Halloween 4. I liked, who I love? I know what, I'm very partial to Donald Pleasance. I loved him in Halloween films. Know why I loved him? He's a great actor, right? And Halloween films are silly. Like 5 he was in. I remember him doing an interview about 5 and he's saying it was not a particularly good film. But I liked how he was always so professional in these silly films and it elevated the films so much, I thought. I admired him being so professional in these films and giving it his all in all the Halloweens. I always admired him for that. And I felt he elevated. That's why I probably look at some of the sequels more fondly because they have Donald Pleasance in them. And he's my favorite actor. I love Donald Pleasance. He was Blofeld in You Only Live Twice, the Sean Connery James Bond film from 1967 as well. Well, I'm looking forward to this new video of yours, Just My Randomness, Saturday 26th. That happens to be Grand Prix Pride, which I will not be attending because, like I say, I may be bi, but I do not need a parade to be proud of who I am. But I understand those who enjoy prides, and if you want to go to the Aberdeen one, it's May 26th, Grand Prix Pride. If not, you can stay in and watch Just My Randomness' video. Goes live 8:30 a.m. Is this the new thing you're doing for your scheduling your videos, Juice? There's one particular horror film franchise that I've never been. I thought it was originally a rip-off of Halloween, and I've never really enjoyed. And that's the Friday the 13th movies. What's your opinion on the Friday the 13th movies? We spoke about Omen, Exorcist, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. I've never really liked the Friday the 13th series. Am I alone in that? Maybe you guys like them? I've just never thought they were that great. I think Jason's a total rip, or they're total rip off of Michael Myers to begin with, and people, but he seems to be more recognized than Michael Myers. I've not saw those films, Juice. Is that sort of the ghostly films? We're unpopular again here. I don't think I'll change much. It requires too much effort. And the reason I like these lazy live streams is because I don't need to upload. YouTube does that for me. I don't need to sit and upload videos anymore, which is great. Even though there will be non-live videos to come later on, but I've just got no ideas at the moment, and nothing worse than uploading a video when your heart's not really into it. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier on, Juice. I think we can all agree on that. It's our imagination running wild and it just being, in our face with the gore and stuff. We're talking about, well, I was talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I found that more disturbing than anything else. Is House on the Hill, does that leave your imagination to run wild? It's good to see you in, bye, Juice. Any videos scheduled for tonight? Are you ever going to go live again, Juice? Do let us know. Is that an older film, Mr. Arts? I haven't. As I say, there's a lot of films I've not seen. I've got all these DVDs behind me, but they were bought years ago. There's a lot of specifically new films out there I have not seen. I go to the last 15 years. I've went to the cinema once a year. Going to see the new Halloween film will be my once a year cinema trip for this year. Yeah, I mean, I did sort of rush trying to head to PMDB 1000, but looking back at the countdown to that, there were some of my best entries because I think anyways, when I was looking back at some of my old videos, doing stuff I used to do, following on from some videos, where I would go after you loved 1000. Thank you. I was never sure what to do with 1000, but I thought it makes sense. There was a clip from every 10 videos I did, so 100 clips overall, including the clip for the actual 1000 video, all in that video. And every video, if I edited it right, I could have made a mistake, but every video, the 1000 videos were acknowledged in that one big video. I don't think anybody else lists their own videos apart from me. I'm my own geek. No, the reason I do lists and jot everything down, take a note of everything, because I try not to repeat myself in here, and I like looking back and seeing what I have done, what I haven't done on here. I don't want to make videos where I feel like I'm doing the same thing or repeating myself too much. Oh no. I haven't got a bucket nearby, Kim, I'm afraid. Well, this is my 7th live stream, Juice. This will be might be my last video for a while, because I am burnt out when it comes to non-live videos. But yes, I guess you could at the moment call it a live stream video. It was the only type of videos I hadn't done. I'd made 1,000. No, you're definitely not using my hat for a sick bucket, Kim. How rude. Are you? That seems to have came all of a sudden, Kim. Are you okay? Maybe we should go and get something to eat or drink or something. Get some water, maybe cup of tea. Cup of tea always helps, Kim. But Juice, yeah, at the moment for sure, yeah. I guess it does look like a live stream video, which I enjoy. Again, The videos I enjoy the most at the moment, for me anyway, personally, is the live stream videos. I enjoy interacting with people in the chat when I'm on other people's live streams. I enjoy interacting with the person that's doing the live stream. That's the type of videos I personally enjoy the most. So I guess I do what I feels. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about drama earlier on, and me and Kim, we don't like the drama videos. I think it can get very toxic. I think in the long run, it's not good for anybody. But they seem to bring in drama videos and the videos like unboxing stuff, which is another type of video I do not like. But they seem to get in the viewers. Whereas, like say your art videos might be much better than your drama, sort of mocking drama news videos. But people are, watch them more. Oh, your way. Okay. Take care, Juice. Thank you. I'll always be passionate. Like I was saying earlier on. Yep, sad but true. Juice, take care, buddy, and good luck with continuing doing the Ramadan. And I'll see you soon. I'm looking forward to your video on the 26th. Yeah, it's quite sad, though, isn't it? Mr. Arts, culture's out and drama's in. I can understand people watching him. I guess it can be exciting to begin with. But I don't know about other people's backgrounds. But, in my 20s, I'm so used to drama in my LGBTQ community. And I always distanced myself from that because I found it so toxic, so dangerous. I don't want to, it takes over your life almost, doesn't it? I feel. So whenever I hear about these drama channels on YouTube, I'm like, oh, I'm staying away. If well, yeah, that's what they are, there's drama queens. It might be fun to begin with, but I remember I used to answer back some people. Dave is back. Everybody welcome Dave. I think we all know each other. Speaking of drama queens, I'm only kidding, Dave. I'm only kidding. No, but I remember I used to answer back some of my detractors on here from my community and just made things worse in the end. It just got so toxic, and I'm glad I haven't done that, haven't answered them back, haven't got involved for years. Yeah, I like what you're doing, poking fun at it. I think not just me, I think a lot of people are getting a good laugh out of your news videos, so keep them up, buddy. I think I got a notification in there from Twitter or YouTube saying you've posted another drama video today, so I'll check it out after I'm done with this live stream. But from the comments I've seen, reading the comments below, because I always read comments when I go into videos, and it seems like people are enjoying them. So yeah, keep up the good work. Dave is here. Dave, you'll be gutted because you just missed Juice My Randomness. He was here earlier on and you just missed him. What have you been up to, Dave? I'm glad to see Diva the drama queen. You said it. But I think gossip and stuff can go way too far. And the sad thing about what YouTube's became, it's all about views these days, not about creating the best videos. And go play your game. All right, take care. Thanks for coming in. I had fun talking about old films, old horror films with you. Mr. Arts, take care. I thought you've already made that video, Dave. But I see you're still working on it. We were talking about horror films earlier on. Why people watch them. So you away again? I think you're away again for Dave, right? If Kim's confused. Why are you confused, Kim? Ah, are you staying for a while, Dave? It's been quite a what would I call this stream? Quite a fun stream. Quite an amusing stream. Very live stream. Yeah, maybe I got confused there, Dave, because I thought you said you agreed to play a game when you were going again. But I'm glad that you're here. You're like the backbone of my chats, Dave, Diva, Dave D. You like fill in the blanks when there's blanks. Great. Thanks for joining in. I think I'll stick around here for at least another half an hour and enjoyed the debate about the horror films. I had Stephen earlier on. Then Juice came in. I think it'll be a fun stream to look back on. This is the 1000th and 12th live stream. What am I saying? This is the fun part about being live. You see all my mock-ups. You see all my times I make a mistake. This will be the 1000th and 12th video overall and the 7th live stream. Hence the title. High five, Kim. That's for me. High five. 8 likes. No. I just enjoy chilling with you guys. Sometimes I forget. 9 likes now. Thank you very much. Sometimes I forget to continue to speak sometimes. You used to probably need to gang up on me. Anyways. Stay on here for 20 minutes or so, or will we go for the record? I think the record's 2 hours, 20 minutes. Because this could be my last video overall for a while, as I'm totally burnt out. I have to do my dramatic ending again, Dave. This may be my last video ever. No, for a while. I'm burnt out when it comes to non-live videos. And even though I enjoy them, I think I need a break from the live streams too. It's great when people come in. We had a great discussion, I thought, on horror films. But when people aren't talking, and I appreciate you, Kim, still being here for so long. I appreciate Dave coming in. You're like my backbone of this chat's used to. But when people don't come in or aren't chatting so much, I think these live streams, if I haven't got anything to talk about, it can be a bit, bland. That's not what I want from my YouTube. So I'm going to take a break from videos in general. But please don't dislike this video. Don't, just because I say that. I'm just giving you guys warning. Look, I'm so relaxed and got my legs up on my bed at the moment. Feel so relaxed in this live. Hello, Zoe. I was just saying I feel so relaxed at the moment, and it's good to see you, Zoe. I've spoke to you a few times. Thanks again for the 10th like, whoever that was. I spoke to you a few times in the live streams. But when I do take a break after this video, I think someone's given me a dislike because I said I wasn't. This will be my last video. It's went from 10 likes to a dislike. Boo-hoo. It's back up to 10. Dave, is that you playing games? I am doing not too bad today, Zoe. How are you? It was good to interact with you the other times I was on other people's live streams. If this is your first time watching my videos are very random. I'm very random. I'm very opinionated. I'm very blunt. I don't think I should change that anytime soon. They can be very raw, real, and for my entertaining edited videos, if you will, I turn the volume way up for entertainment purposes. So, yeah, my channel is very random. Yes, everybody welcome Zoe to the chat. I don't know if you know each other from other live streams. Sometimes Tracy and Debbie come in here. Do you know Just My Randomness? He was in here earlier on. I mean, sometimes being too straightforward can get me into trouble, so that's the problems I've had. Like in life, sometimes I feel like, well, maybe I should have been more fake here. Maybe I should have kept those fake friends there. But then, because it can get you in trouble and can be a bit lonely sometimes if you're too bluntly honest. No, never fake. But I'm glad to see Dave and Kim here. Glad to see you popping in for your first time, Zoe. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to stay on here a while. But I was saying to Kim and Dave, this might be my last video altogether for a while. I started doing live videos just recently, actually. My first 1004 videos were all non-live, and I started doing live with the 1005th entry. This is my 7th live stream overall. I think I started last week doing the live streams. I think people who watch seem to be enjoy these live streams. I think so too, Zoe. What's Dave saying? It can be useful, but to be fake. Well, it's good to have friends if you want. I'm going to disagree with you on that, Dave. I don't like being used, and I won't use anybody. If I don't like it, I don't speak to you. Simple. Kim hopes her, but oh, thanks, so I appreciate that. Sometimes if people, because I've got no plan for these, so if no one comes in or the chat goes quiet, and it's like, oh, what do I start talking about? I start talking about films or look for things to talk about. But the live streams I enjoy is when others interact with their chat. That's the type of live streams I enjoy the most. So that's what I try and do. Oh, thanks, Zoe. Do you ever go live yourself, Zoe? I'm far too relaxed. Anybody could be watching on YouTube, and there's me, totally relaxed on here. I'm going out tomorrow night, guys and girls. So there'll be no videos whatsoever tomorrow this weekend. I'll be watching the royal wedding, of course, on Saturday. I just wondered, so there'll be no videos tomorrow because I will be out. I'm looking forward to going out. I'll be out with my sister tomorrow. We're going to see a gig. Her boyfriend's a drummer, and he's a very good drummer. He should be famous by now, in my opinion. We're going to see his band tomorrow, so there'll be no videos this weekend. Do you like going to gigs and stuff? Or I'm not very good at music at all. I wish I was talented in music. I think it'd be great. I've not got a music bond in me. It's like a kind of a rock band he's in at the moment. He's a very good drummer. Stuart, if you're watching, I don't think my sister, I'd cringe if my sister watched these. See, I don't mind about strangers watching my videos, but I just cringe at the thought of, my sister or my cousins or family friends watching these videos. Like, oh God, I'd be cringe. So it should be a good time tomorrow. Wish mine would what, Kim? You're talking about family. Well, it's good to see you, though. We seem to interact in the similar live streams. I would. I do have a proper camera, so I guess I could bring that with me. But I don't. I have a very basic phone at the moment that doesn't. It phones people, which is good, but doesn't do anything else. Good news, guys. Fingers and toes crossed. I was talking about. Well, thank you, Zoe. I was talking about getting back into an accounts job the other day. There's actually another new job. It's when it rains, it pours. I'm close to these two jobs at the moment, so I'm going to get one at least. So it's like, and then I can start getting new equipment, and maybe I can take when I do get a new smartphone with me on nights out. And I think it'd be fun doing live videos at these places. I'd be up for that. So, but in saying that, I haven't had a smartphone, a proper phone for a long time. I haven't missed it, if I'm being honest. I'd use it to make videos. It'd be a change from this background. That's exactly what I have just now, Zoe. Old flip phone. I was charging. I'm going to have to look at my subscriptions again. I have not seen you in my subscription, so I'm going to have to check again, Dave, and I will watch. I don't think I'm going to watch that particular season you're talking about in that particular video, so I'm not worried about spoilers or whatnot. Oh, is that? Oh, Matic Dave. So that's you, Dave. Do you like? Well, I'm assuming you like your iPad if you use it all the time. My mom always uses her one. I didn't know you had free channels, Dave. What YouTube hooer? I've got free channels too, so don't worry, Dave. As I said, I made this one in 2010. Then exactly a year later, I made my second one. The name escapes me. Aber something. And it was supposed to be for my professional videos. That didn't turn into that. And then that was the same idea for my third channel I made in 2012 for professional videos. And nobody watched. So sort of haven't done much with that third channel. Thankfully, I haven't made a fourth YouTube channel. It's just been this. But we're creeping towards what's pretty cool, though, guys. For a small YouTuber, at least, on this original main channel. I'm already there if you combine the video views of all three of my channels, but for this specific channel, I am creeping towards 250,000 views, which is pretty damn cool. So help me get towards that. That's the next milestone, if you will. I've still got hundreds videos more than subscribers, but hey ho, hey ho. Thank you, Zoe. I got so confused. I was like, who is this? Is it Matic Dave? It's like, because I don't think I've watched any yet. It's like, who is this person? And then it's you. That's funny. But maybe in the future, maybe I can turn, like, this will always be my original and main channel. This is where all the live streams will be. Or maybe I can turn my second and third channels into something. Originally, my third channel was going to be a wrestling themed channel, turn into a wrestling themed channel, but no one watches me and no one watches wrestling, so that was a waste of time. Second channel, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to change its name. Stupid name. Haha, I'm dead. Why are you dead? Why is Dave dead? And no to what? And I was, Paul Michael David Bain is a ridiculous name for a YouTube channel. I remember when I first joined here, I was like, what on earth am I going to call this? Because every nickname is going to like really annoy me in the future. So I just went with my name. I went with my birth name. But it's not the best YouTube. I guess it's unique. No one's called Paul Michael David Bain on this planet apart from me. So I guess it's unique. I know this guy's a controversial figure, but I used to watch Mark Dice, and he used to do videos talking about that. And I occasionally watch Alex Jones, and he's always talking about that specific group. I don't talk about it. I'm not. I need to read up more if I were to start talking about that anyway. But I used to enjoy those type of videos with people talking about those type of videos Dave mentioned in the chat. I had to unsub from Mark Dice. He annoyed me with one subject. Like, I'm not subscribing to you. So I unsubbed him. Still sub to, well, actually, this is the problem with live videos. I sometimes ramble and muck up my words. I'm still subscribed to Alex Jones. Well, I was subscribed to Alex Jones. I unsubbed him, even though I enjoy his content. He uploads far too many videos and I had to unsub him. I think that also the problem with those type of videos, Dave, they seem to unfairly get removed sometimes. I've noticed too. That's I can never. I was going to pronounce the word for you, Zoe, but I can never pronounce it either. I'm quite bad at pronouncing words, but um, I'm sure Dave will tell you. New World Order videos, basically same thing. I think. I enjoyed watching those type of videos, but I wouldn't do it myself. I just I guess I'm scared to talk about it. I guess I am scared. But if I've checked those type of videos out before. I'm not, I'm sitting on the fence. I'm not sure what's true, what's not. I trust, as much as I like some people. Doesn't matter if they're on the right or left for politics. As much as like some people, it's a really struggle in life knowing who to trust. What is fake news? What is real news? I struggle trusting or knowing who to trust. It's a constant struggle. I know someone who is a part of that group. I know of another person who says he's a part of the group, but I don't believe him. But I know someone, I won't mention his name, who's a part of that group. I think someone asked me if I wanted to join, but I was like, not really for me, the Freemasons. Conspiracies are interesting. That's why I watch these type of videos. But if I were to ever, I probably would never do those type of videos, conspiracy theory videos. But if I did in the future, I felt comfortable doing in the future, I'd have to read up a lot more because, do my research much more. But like I say, I just struggle finding or trusting, um, what source do I trust? How do they know? Shane Dawson, he was like one of the original YouTubers on here, wasn't he? It was him. There was Matthew Lush. I had like original sort of gay YouTubers. Although Shane Dawson, he's bisexual, I think. There was Shane Dawson. There was who else was there? The guy that cried about Britney Spears one time. What was his name again? There's him. There was the What the Bucks show. I used to watch them back in the day. I haven't watched. Do you like Shane Dawson, Kim? Before I slag him off. Nah, I can't comment on Shane. I haven't watched enough of his videos to have an opinion on him. As you know, I did used to watch the Matthew Lush, the gay god of YouTube. Oh, you're a scientist, were you, Dave? I had a friend that was one too. I guess for ages, I used to like Smosh Kim, like you mentioned it. For ages, I was a atheist, if you will. I wasn't religious at all, but religion, faith has helped me in recent times. So I guess I would be a Christian, but I like to keep an open mind on everything still. But I think it's like when you do have faith in your life, I know it's not for everybody, but when you do have faith in your life, it can be common and it can help. No, but I will have to watch some of those types of videos, Dave, if they're still available on your channel, and see what your opinion is on it. I've heard a lot of people saying that that type of religion does make a lot of sense to people, but I don't know enough about it, so I can't really comment on it, Dave. But I know a friend that identifies as a Saintist. I got friends from all backgrounds, all different religions, some very religious, some not. I try and keep an open mind on it. But it has helped me in recent years, believing that there is a God. I do believe there is something else out there. It's not just us humans. But it can be complicated. I don't think anything in life's meant to be easy, but I think religion can be very, very complicated matter. This is cool. I'm glad Zoe's here. I'm glad you and Dave are here. Kim. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. Let me know if this one. Let me know if it sucks. Sometimes I'm just reading the comments. Sometimes I forget to actually speak. 10 likes. I'm feeling happy with that. But like I said earlier on in this video, I'm blunt. I'm frank. I'll agree to disagree with people. I'm not going to always agree with what people say in the chat. With what I find funny in the chat, someone says, someone else may not. You know? I think it's good to be open-minded, Zoe. Yeah, I've heard it's very reasonable, that particular religion philosophy. Davis, well, a lot of people have told me that identify as one. But I can't really comment on it too much as I don't know enough about it. I say faith's helped me in life, but again, if it came to Christian side of life, I'm not very knowledgeable. I'm not the best at that either. I haven't read the Bible all the way through either. I've heard the New Testimony is the one you should read. I don't know what's so bad about the Old Testimony, but I haven't read all through that either. You can be whatever you want. This is what you can be. You can be a part of Team PMDB. That's what you're a part of. If you want to be a fan or whoever, I just treat you as my friends. I feel like a fool if I say I've got fans. But you can be a part of, we can all be Team PMDB. I can understand, yeah, of course, Kim. I can't, if I, to answer Dave first, I can understand people thinking that you're siding me evil. People saying good stuff about it too, but I don't know enough about it myself to make my own judgment. And I agree with Zoe. As long as you're a good person, that's all that matters. No matter what you believe in. To me, there's only one human race. We're all born the same, shit the same. I swore, oops. And we all go out this world the same, is my opinion. One human race. And if I ever did become viral, you better believe it, there will be PMDB fleeces. I never put adverts on my videos. I think merch would be fun. If people wanted to buy my merch, buy my merch, they could. I don't think we'll get to that stage, Kim. It's a pipe dream. But oh yeah, and be Team PMDB fleeces. There'd be do hoodies too. I think hoodies too would be cool. There'd be t-shirts. There'd be hats. No, fleecy would always be mine, Kim. But it could, as I say, I think it'd be fun having my own merch that people could buy. I don't think that would ever become. I don't. I between me and use free, I never want to become famous. I'm quite happy going to a restaurant and no one bugging me, no one knowing who I am. I'm quite happy with my life like that. I enjoy making videos, I enjoy going live and chatting to people, but I couldn't think of anything worse than going viral. The way I see life, Dave, is I try and nobody's perfect. I'm far from perfect, but try and treat others the way I would like to be treated. I've mentioned this as what I do when I go out. Tomorrow I'll have my manners. If I spill a drink on someone by accident, I will apologize. I will buy that person a new drink. When people spill drinks over me, and we've had this discussion earlier, you never get sorry. You're like, as though you're the one that's in the wrong. Like, how dare I stand in your way? I should have maybe jumped over you or should be invisible so you can walk right past me and spill your drink on me. Just a number, Zoe, just a number. My mom is, I can't believe this, she's 61. She doesn't look it. And it kind of, it's quite scary, but it's just a number. As long as you've got your health and happiness, that's all that matters. My sister is, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys here, but my sister turns 37 this year. I don't think she watches this, but there's been a card in her room that's been up. I gave it to her when I was about 10, and it says Happy 17th on it. It's been up in her old room for nearly 20 years this year, and she's going to get it again this year. It's already signed. All I need to do is cross out the 1 and put a 3 in front of the 7 and give it to her 20 years on. I think she'll get a laugh. I like a bit nuts sometimes. What is normal? Normal is boring. Sounds boring. And again, apologize. I'm not good at multitasking, and if I've missed any messages, I apologize. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having fun reading your messages, interacting with you all. When do you celebrate your 21st again, Dave? Is that big milestone birthday coming up soon? I was going to take my hat off there, but I'm scared of how my hair looks. I think it looks atrocious at the moment. I usually straighten my hair before going nights out. I don't like it being curly at all. It annoys me. I couldn't find my hair band dealer. That was annoying me. I wanted to go live. I can't really time these live streams at the moment because I've got to work around, I wait for my laptop to crash, and I know for a moment in time I can go live without the fear of it crashing, even though it still could crash. I'm just out of my 20s, so I turned 30 in November. Um, but if I'm, I feel so comfortable in my own skin these days, say 27 onwards. Even though life maybe has not been so good, but at least within my inner self, I feel so comfortable, more comfortable than I ever did. You know, I enjoy the age that I'm at now. I remember before turning 30, I was like, okay, I'm not going to make any more videos when I turn 30. Then I've like done like about 300 since. I think I made 720 videos between 22 and 29. And like, I've already made like 300 so since turning 30. It's been a very busy time. If you're a subscriber to me, I done all the ratings for the WrestleMania matches, which took up a lot of videos. Then I had my countdown to PMDB 1000. Now I started doing these live streams. It's been a very busy year, 2018. Yeah, I appreciate. I suffer from mental health problems and depression. One positive I do get from that, Fozo, is when things are going good, I really appreciate life much more than maybe some others do. And time goes way like, I remember when my mom turned 60, it was like, it felt like yesterday we were celebrating her 50th. And it's like, where did that time go? Where did that 10 years go? Scary. So, yeah, I try and fight my demons harder and harder every day and try to make the most of every day. Yeah, it does suck. Uh, I started having it when I think that's people that come into these live streams, watch my videos in the past, that can relate to me because I talk about depression and other mental health problems. OCD, I think, is another big problem with some of y'all. See, maybe you're like me, Dave. One of the things about me, I never get bored. Like there's always something going on in my mind. I'm one of those people that never gets bored. I get bored when watching a film, but in general, I never ever get bored. There's just always so much going on in my mind. I can't get bored. So I guess that's a positive. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad. That's nice to hear because some people come on here and they don't love their family, and that's sad to hear. Um, I'm blessed with my mother's side. I grew up with my mother's side, and we had a happy childhood. My mom, she used to make Christmas, still does, Christmases and birthdays so exciting, and had me and Jill, or me at least, believing for years and years. And Christmases were always magical. And my mom, um, depression, depression, I can't even pronounce it, is a very complicated matter. It's tough. It's really tough. I've still got it in my life. Probably always will be battling it, but it can be really tough. But yeah, I guess I don't want to sound this insulting, Dave, but I think it's part of growing up too. I'm still learning. Oh, I'm still a youngster to some people. Um, yeah, that's right, Kim. They really don't. There's a lot of people who don't understand if it's they can't see it like it's a physical illness or anything. They just think it's like made up or something. But it's, why would you choose to be depressed? Why would I choose to go down that road? Are you kidding? Yeah, that's another. You have to go into yourself. I feel like I did that myself personally in recent years. When I was 22, I thought I knew everything. I thought everything was going to be great on YouTube when I joined. I didn't know anything. I am very comfy now, Kim, but I do think it's a thing. People who haven't went through it themselves or had someone near them go through it, it's tough. It really is. And I'm not saying that for sympathy or anything like that. Like I've went through it. I'm not even going to talk about the raw deals I've had in my lifetime. Some recent, some couple of years ago. I don't want to talk about that again, but it can be extremely tough, and I think it gets looked down upon too much. Do I wish I was happier during the times? Sure, but it's really tough. It's definitely not a choice. I still think they played a big role and indeed could have helped me out or actually to see me now and show care. But I always say that we should constantly. Yeah, I agree with it constantly, and yeah, true. Though they really don't. It's a phrase out there. Pull yourself together. Like Christ, this is. I don't do this by choice. This is not a joy. Feeling depressed all the time. Come on, they really do not understand. And to answer Dave's question again, yes, I think it is important to constantly improve yourself, challenge yourself. That's what I try and do. What's my intention to do each day? Does that happen each day? No, sometimes I struggle getting out of bed. You know, it's a roller coaster ride, having demons, having depression in your life. I think it's good to chat about it. I don't think it's good bottling all up. I think it's good to chat and relate to others. You know, Dave, I think you still watch, is it Smashbox? I've watched her before and she's good at explaining things and talking about it. But I think, Kim, it is good talking about it and we can all sort of, in a way, help each other out. You're not alone, even though it can feel like you are alone sometimes. But I think um, there is stuff out there that can help you. It really is, Dave. Um, like if I didn't have the right mindset, I wouldn't come live. So having the right mindset is very important. And I mean, humans were, some of us are quite nasty, quite evil. And some people, doesn't matter what you've got wrong with you, what you haven't got wrong with you. Some people just don't care, and that's the harsh reality. Some people just don't care about you, and you'll learn that more. I'll learn that more. Um, I think that's what we learn is that's a shame we've lost a lot of friends because of it. It's horrible. I don't have a lot of the friends I did have before either. My close friends I've got, one's married with kids. One I was best man to last year, he's married, settled down. And another one's got a partner. now. So a lot of my friends I don't really see much now, but I guess I need to make more. Life can get alone. Mm. Cheers, guys. I've had a good time. I had Mr. Arts in earlier. We had Steve here earlier. We had just my randomness. And it's good talking to you, Zoe. Dave, always a pleasure. Kim, too. I appreciate you guys coming into these chats. You too. Yes, I think this Kim will be an interesting live stream to look back on. Yeah, I am at that age now. And saying that, Fozo, I've mentioned this. No, I'm not leaving yet. I might leave briefly. I might be extremely rude to all you three and go and get myself a cup of tea, if you don't mind, soon. Because I'm enjoying this chat and I'm enjoying the chill. But I'll leave the live stream on and I'll come back if you don't mind. I won't be. I'm never too long making tea, but soon I might do that. I assume you're enjoying the live stream, Zoe. Thank you for watching. This is my 7th live stream, 1012th mistake. Only kidding. 1012th video altogether since 2010. You can watch every single PMDB video, with the exception of one which is private. It's usually for my eyes only, but occasionally, like for milestones, it becomes public. Yes, I might go. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you, Kim. You're far too kind. Kim and I is from Scotland. Dave's from Denmark, and I assume, Zoe, you are from America. Am I guessing correctly? I've a lot of new American subscribers from going into these chats. Got a few from Canada too. It means a lot to me when you say that, Kim. Yeah, I guessed you were from America, Zoe. I'm visiting America soon in August, Houston, Texas again, for a wedding. Yeah, it's just good company. The reason, live streams are the type of videos I enjoy watching most, so that's what I produce most at the moment. I think they're a lot of fun, interacting with people. Can I be your date too? Who? What's happening? Oh, are you talking about the wedding? Sure, but it's nice someone's actually asked that. That's nice. Is Diva Dave still in the house? He's went quiet. Listen, I think I'm going to get a cup of tea, folks. So chat amongst yourselves. Yeah, I do need a date. Oh no. I think there's like some people asking me. I wore a kilt in Italy of all places last year. So hot, wore a kilt because every Scotchman is supposed to wear a kilt at wedding, of course. And I was melting in Italy, and it was such a pain carrying this blooming kilt around the airport. I'm not doing that this year. I done it last year because I was best man. I'm definitely not going to be wearing a kilt in America this year. I hate kilts. I think they're ugly personally. But because you're Scottish, you should be wearing a kilt at weddings. I should be wearing what I want at weddings, is my opinion. It's like because I'm British, I should like the royal family. No, I do not like the royal family. I want them deported. I'm only kidding. I don't. They're strangers to me, but there's a lot of people. I think a lot of people assume that everybody that lives in Britain loves the royal family. No, we do not. Or everybody. I like tea, but I think a lot of people think it. Everybody loves tea over here, but no, not everybody loves tea over here either. Yeah, I like tea, Kim, but not us all like tea, and not us all are royal fans either. All right. Going to be extremely rude. I'm going to leave my what a drama queen. I know. I'm going to leave my own live stream. So talk amongst yourselves. I hope it shouldn't crash, but it might crash. I'm going to get a cuppa. Right. Back in 2 ticks, guys. Sorry about that, everybody. I am back. Ah, Hmm. You're still here. Headphones. Guys and girls, well, more girls than guys here at the moment. You're all a part of history again. This is officially the longest ever PMDB video. My hair is looking atrocious, but it is what it is. So you're a part of history. Do you feel special? 2 hours and 30 minutes. I can speak for Scotland. Woohoo! Pong, that's a blast from the past. Kim is a gamer grill. I think Dave likes his games too. Yes, we do. Team PMDB. Dave is back too. Were you having getting yourself a drink too, Dave? I thought it was funny the other day you mentioned that you were brushing your teeth while watching me. That's fun. Yeah, everybody, welcome back, Dave. Yes, Dave, you are part of history with Kim and Zoe. This is officially the longest ever PMDB video. Do you feel special? Your multitasking skills is what can I say, Dave? What can I say? I try and be special. Now, Pong, was that I think that came out in the 70s, if I'm corrected. I actually prefer the older games like your Pac-Man and old Super Mario Brothers games, Sonic Hedgehog 1 and 2. Love those old games. I think Pong was the first video game, right? Sorry, I'm still eating a biscuit here. I'm doing something I don't like others doing. I'm actually eating. I don't like when other people do it, but here's me doing it myself. I was going to eat it in the kitchen before I came back on, but I thought I've left this live stream empty for too long, so I hurried back. Even though I'm a T Jenny, I don't like leaving too much gaps in my videos. So I'm not sure if Tracy and Debbie or if you know them, that's the live streams I've seen you in. But are you going to be watching anybody else's live streams tonight, Zoe? If so, you'll probably see me there. We can laugh at it now, Kim, but we had let's just say fun earlier on, Kim, in the chat, and then it turned into like a horror discussion, and then Zoe joined us. We had Juice My Randomness earlier. Yeah, I was watching Shoot the S Word earlier. Yeah, their live streams seem to get very busy. Like, it seems to be a lot of people watching and commenting. I enjoyed Debbie and Tracy's live stream. When you go off, it probably won't be long. Yeah, it's quite. I guess it's you've got your video tomorrow, Dave. I think. Wow. I mean, sounds like you're putting a lot of effort into that video, Dave. Do you enjoy Shoot the S Word, Zoe? Or you? Sometimes if I'm being honest, sometimes I go into chat, the live stream videos to chat with other people I know. If I'm being honest. Here it is 20 past 11. I'm a night owl, so I'm usually up late. And Dave's time will be different. I think Dave is 2 hours ahead. I see, so I've heard, I've heard people talking about them enjoying their live streams too. I've just recently watched them. I think I was watching last night, and it seemed to be so busy. I think they were having trouble with trolls full, right? You are ahead of us, Dave. It's the 18th of May with you. It's still the 17th of May for everybody else. It's the weekend where you are, Dave. I'm jealous. Got my Christmas Rangers mug again. I'd quite happily wear a Rangers top at this wedding. Never mind a kilt. Yeah, we were, it's been a kind of a mixture this live stream. I think Kim's been on for it most of it. And we were talking about drama too. I find drama myself. I'm bisexual. So my LGBTQ community, I'm used to drama. I think it can be very toxic. And in the end, it might be fun and games to begin with, but in the end, people can get really hurt from it. And I don't think it does anybody good in the end. I can understand people, watching it and stuff, but it's kind of different when you're sort of in the middle of it all. It can be not so good. So I never want this to turn into a drama video. I'll never be that desperate for views. I'm all for, agreeing to disagreeing with someone. Sure. I like hearing difference of opinions. There really are. I think people go too far. I've been called every name under the sun in the past from my own community, usually. I've had some vile rumors about me too. I've always found it best is for trolls anyway, is to rise above them. The less attention you give them, in my case anyway, they seem to have moved on to someone else. And I'm all for love, but I'm also, I think everybody, I'm all for freedom of speech too, but um, people can go too far and quite cruel. Touch wood, I've got no trolls at the moment, Kim. Yeah, I mean, if the trolls came in, I think trolls, a lot of them are just kids or teenagers, bored teenagers. There's some older trolls, of course, and sometimes they're even worse. Like they've never grown up. And I'm sure I'll get them again sometime in the future. That's a downside of becoming bigger and bigger. You'll attract more trolls, but I think this time around, I'll just ignore them. I think it's the best option. No sell them. And I think they'll get bored very quickly with me. Yeah, there's different types of trolls, but there's this, the nasty trolls that seem to be bent on ruining folks' lives, and I don't get that. I'm all for, yeah, I'm with you, Zoe. I think that's what my intention would be is for them to be bored, and I think they would be bored with me too, because I just wouldn't acknowledge them. I would no sell them. No, that's nice, Kim. I'm all for difference of opinion, but I don't like when it begins to get nasty. and folks start taking shots at someone's appearance or someone's background or something like that. I think that's when it gets nasty, and there's no need for that. Yes, Dave, I agree. Let's keep the background in the background. But trolls, they can be, like we've mentioned, there's nasty people in this. There's evil people in this world. There's nastiness in this world. You've just got to learn how to live with it, how to deal with it. It can be tough, but it's nice. Life's not meant to be easy. And who's singing now? Did I start to sing there? I was thinking about the idea of doing like a karaoke night on here, but there's so much issues with copyright on YouTube. I don't think it would be worth it. Even karaoke music gets copyright issues. They take away the fun, don't they? They really do. I think it'd be a good laugh. A karaoke night could have people come up here in their Google Hangouts. They could be singing. I'm a dreadful singer, but I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the trolls have came from my own community, who are the first to complain about transphobia or homophobia, and you know, were so nasty towards me, my own community. Lot of double standards, tell you. Shall we go for 3 hours? Yeah, I think if you are enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. I'm going to go for 3 hours in here because this Unify will be back, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I will be back. This is my 7th live stream, lucky number 7. It's probably been one of my better ones. It's good to see Zoe, you come in. It's good to see you and Dave, Kim stick around. Okay, Zoe. I'm going to be here for another at least 15 minutes. This is my 1012th video overall. Not many people in Aberdeen can say that. But then again, my laptop might have other ideas that might crash. So if I do disappear before the 3 hour mark, you will know why. Starting to make noises. I'm starting to get nervous. But I'm going to, as soon as it hits the 3 hour mark, I'm going to press end stream. I was thinking of topics earlier on. I'm not sure. I don't think I've discussed this much on my live streams. I've done a few videos about it. But who's everyone's favorite big YouTubers and who's everyone's small YouTubers? Let me know in the chat who your favorite big YouTubers are and who your favorite small YouTubers are. Let me know. Because I'm needing more people to watch. I used to have a massive crush on Matthew Lush, Kim. You wouldn't believe it. I used to copy him a bit. Don't know why. What a bad idea. I remember doing Halloween Dean, one of my worst videos of all time, which is actually edited at the moment. It's so bad. And I remember dancing to I was dancing to him, dancing to Venga Boys, Boom Boom. He can't dance, and so I'm copying someone who can't dance. It was just horrendous. Oh me, no wonder I scared away a lot of potential audience back in when I first started. That was a But like I think we mentioned the other day, Dave, sometimes your old videos can become your new material when you react to them. It can be quite fun watching YouTubers react to their old stuff or old pictures or talk about maybe their childhood or teen years and all that. I think it's Henry Hatfield. Both have awesome music. Welcome back, Zoe. I wish I mean, I'll check him out. I wish I had, after I'm done with this stream, I'll check him out. I'll go and watch a few uploads I've seen. There's been a few people I've seen. I've been getting notifications that they've uploaded stuff, so I'm going to check them out. And Zoe, would you ever consider making videos in the future yourself? It can be daunting. There's not a lot of people around me that do videos like this where I'm from. So that's why I was a target in my own community, because I'm a very rare breed being bisexual. I'm from Aberdeen and doing YouTube. So it can be quite daunting. Live streams, I used to get butterflies before I became a live streamer, if you will. Not so much now. I'm used to being live now, but yeah, it was daunting. First one. That's a hard question, Paul. Some channels like Reverend Campbell, Ali Law, Triggered, Troll, or Onision. Of the ones you mentioned, Dave, Onision is the only one I've heard of. Were those all big YouTubers? See, funny thing is, the YouTuber could be huge, but there's a lot of big YouTubers I haven't heard of. But Onision, you know what? He's quite handsome, I think. Onision. I'm not a fan of his stuff, but he is quite handsome, I will say. He seems to be really rub folk the wrong way on here. He's always in the top 10 least favorite YouTuber lists, or maybe he'd be in the top 10 favorite lists for some people like yourself, Dave. Yeah, I've got the videos I used to watch of Onision was Onision Speaks. He's he's great at editing videos. You can't deny that. But I don't. I obviously unsubbed him, but I used to watch him. I think he is a good looking man. I would date him. Can't deny that. Even though I prefer women at the moment. Any single ladies out there? No, I would. Anusian is a very good looking man. I don't. He's you can't deny he's a good at editing videos. The ones I've watched, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but the ones I did were very well edited. You can't take that away from him. He's got a huge audience. You can't take that away from him either. But it's just not my cup of tea, Dave, anymore. No, I think that's why I unsubbed him, Dave. I don't, Kim rather. I don't think he is too nice, but I can't. He is good. He is good at making videos. You can't deny that. And he is quite good looking. Guys, are you excited about being a part of history again when they do enter the 3 hour mark? This could be the only ever 3 hour PMDB video. Does that excite you? I hope you've enjoyed. I think I know what you're on about, Kim. I'm not going to talk about that. I think I do know what you're on about when he was talking about Shane. I'm not going to talk about that one here, but yeah, that was not nice. If it's the same thing, I think you are talking about, but I'm not going to talk about that subject on here. Did you mention whom your favorite big YouTubers and small YouTubers are, Kim? Let me know. Did you fancy Matthew Lush as well? Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room, spend the night together. I don't watch Shane either, so I can't, I never got into Shane. I didn't fancy Shane either. Yes, I am guilty. If I fancy you, I will. That's one of the reasons why I watch some people if I fancy them. Well, that's an understatement, Diva Dave. If I ever saw one, can be somewhat of an a-hole. He terrifies me, actually. Sorry, it's blowing my nose there. We are live. Anything can happen live. No worries. It's great that you joined us. Enjoy your dinner, Zoe. I hope you enjoyed. Glad you did. Thank you for joining me. Thanks very much. Maybe see you in the live streams later on if you're part of the chat. If you wondered what I was doing there, I was wiping my nose. I felt like running down for. There's no way I'm going to have a booger on YouTube. Live stream problems. Anything can happen. Take care, Zoe. Well, what you've got to remember with big and small YouTubers, despite them being popular, they're just human like us. I think some of them got popular because they're right place, right time, or good looking. Some people are popular because they're just good looking. That's that. Then again, there's some people who's good looking and great videos. Just my randomness. Dave, you missed him earlier. He was saying, I think his next video is scheduled for 26th of May. I believe that's the video of everybody dancing is going up then. So a week on Saturday. So look out for his new video. I'll be watching it. And you, what do you mean by that, Kim? I know he saw you coming in, Dave, and thought, the hell with this, and left. 6 minutes to go. Yeah, once we reach the 3 hour mark, I'll be saying, I won't be saying night night, but it'll be night night for the stream. I'm gonna take a break after this video. I'll probably get a dislike for that or two. I'm gonna take a. This will be my final video ever. I'll be doing this again, Dave. It'll be my final video ever. Cheerio, bye bye. I'm done. No, I'm just gonna take a wee break. Can't really do the dramatic endings while live. Doesn't work the same. In fact, I was talking about dramatic endings, thinking, how could I do it? And my friend JC, I think it was him, was like, well, maybe you could go out the room and I could come in and end the stream for you. Well, that could work. Yeah, he's terrified of you, Dave. That's what's happened. So yeah, I'm feeling, there hasn't been. It's been all live videos from 1007. Haven't done a non-live video since 1006. Totally burnt out with non-live videos. I've lost interest in them, and I just feel like I need a break from social media in general. So this will be my last video live stream for an extended period of time until I come back on tomorrow, probably. But I do want to have a break. Um, but I'm sure I'll be back again at some point this year, at the very least. I'll be reviewing that bloomin' Halloween film. That's a guarantee. I think it's a safe bet. I'm not, well, we'll see, Kim. 360. I can spin around in my chair for you. I'm so childish. Woohoo. It's all about having fun in here. We can debate, we can agree to disagree in here, but the main thing is to all come in and have some fun. Maybe by the time I come back, I might have a new haircut by then. Or will I keep growing it? I probably will keep growing it since I've gone to this stage so far. I do want long. I've always fancied. I used to fancy Shawn Michaels when I was younger, and he had always that long, beautiful hair, and that's what I wanted. So I'm going through my Shawn Michaels phase now. Ironically, he's cut his hair now, and that ruined a lot of people's childhoods when Shawn Michaels cut his iconic long hair. It felt strange to live in a world where there's a short-haired Shawn Michaels now. So I probably will continue to grow it. Thank you, Kim. As I've said, I like your long ponytail too. Me and long hair. Short, I will still say Miley Cyrus, if you ever stumble across this, we'll never agree politically, probably. But you are still the most beautiful woman in the world. And you short hair or long hair, love you, Miley Cyrus. Absolute angel. Beautiful. What's the chances that she'll ever watch this? Since I mentioned who I think is the most beautiful person in the world, in the chat below, let me know whom your who you think is the most beautiful person in the world. And then after that, I'm going to end the stream. I know, I know. I've made a lot of short videos. You might have stumbled across them. Ian, I can't even pronounce that. I'm not sure who that is. I'll take your word for it, Kim. Male wise, I can't really think of a male off the top of my head that I really fancy. I've not seen Creep, so Taylor Swift, Hair's Gonna Hate. She's pretty good looking. I think I've got that album. Yeah, Taylor Swift's a good looking woman. I'm not sure the guy you mentioned before. I've never seen Creep. Right, ladies and gentlemen, um, are since you mentioned Creep, Dave, are they good films? Are they worth watching? Yeah, I have to agree with you. Taylor Swift is beautiful. Not as beautiful as Miley, of course, but she's pretty good looking. Oh God, I love Miley. I might check them out. I might like them. Right, Dave, Kim, and everybody else who's joined me in this live stream today. You've been a part of history, and the longest ever, and probably only ever, 3 hour plus PMDB video. This will be my final video for an extended period of time. I'm just burnt out with the non-live videos. I only really enjoy doing the live streams. So there will be a break for a period of time. I'll be back, but it could be for a long time, like next week or tomorrow. Take care, guys. Enjoyed talking with you both. Hope you have a good night. Sweet dreams, Dave, if you're going to your bed. And Kim, whoever it is you get up to, have a good night. Thanks for joining me. Time for that dramatic ending. God bless.